Welcome back to News 3 Today. Its mission is to foster health and wealth among young people and communities across the country through service and guidance. Next week, Fayette Community Service Organization, FCSO Incorporated, an award-winning grassroots nonprofit, will bring its FAT to FIT Olympic Games to Savannah's Frank Callen Boys and Girls Club. Janelle Wesley Edwards is the organization's executive director. She joins us now with more. Thank you so much for being here today.
Thank you for having me.
Now, before we get to the event, we have to talk about you.
Okay.
Because you were a remarkable woman.
Yes.
For Mississippi,
Yes.
for the Next Star station there. You know, WSAV is the Next Star station, so
Yes.
congratulations on that.
Thank you.
You're
Thank
also a native Savannaian,
Yes.
graduated from St. Vincent's and
Savannah
State University.
I was former Miss Savannah State, 1989-90. So go Tigers.
Well, welcome home. Welcome home.
Thank
Now,
you.
let's talk about your program because you started it. FAT, PHAT,
Yes.
is an acronym for what?
Physical health and training.
Okay.
Yes, physical health and training, because we want to motivate our children to be healthy, to live healthy lives. I attended a global obesity summit in Mississippi a few years ago, back in 2010, and we got some detrimental facts from that.
Yeah.
You know, we are at a 50% higher prevalence, African Americans, Black and brown children, of childhood obesity than any other ethnicity. There's potentially 12 years that could be shaved off of the lifespan of a child because of the chronic conditions that come on earlier for the onset of childhood obesity. So that right there, for me, was, you know, my moment. I said, okay, we got to do something.
And just on your Facebook page the other day, you posted that children as young as preschool
Yes.
can be considered obese.
Yes, there's so much information out there about it, and it just really, I was the consummate event dieter, you know. The zipper doesn't quite come up, so we're gonna do some things. So I've been on every type of diet or anything, but when I left here, I was like 275 pounds. So even learning that information in Mississippi, it just struck something in me to say, we have got to change. And you know, we went outside to play, so we're
Yes.
living in a different age
It's
now.
very different.
So the games are just hula hoop and jump rope and relay races and tug of war and all the, you know, three-legged race and potato sack race, all of the good things that we used to do when we went outside. But this, at our event, you can win cash prizes and potentially a new bicycle.
And you've done this across the country in several cities, right?
Yes, we've done it in several counties in Mississippi.
Okay.
At that time, Mississippi was the most obese state. We have lost the heavyweight title.
Wow.
But what's interesting about where my husband is from, Jefferson County was researched and reported, and this is what the paper said, Clarion Ledger, the fattest county in America.
Wow.
And so that is why we said we're gonna take our power back. We said we're going FAT to FIT.
FAT to FIT,
So FAT to
PHAT.
FIT, yes, Olympic Games. And so, you know, that PHAT, you know, back in our day, that was a flirtatious comment,
yeah.
pretty hot and tempting.
Yeah.
So you can take it either way you want to take it.
So let's tell people what participants can expect. Now, is this open to anybody at the Frank Callen Boys and Girls Club?
Yes, on Friday, we do have the
Now,
children.
we're talking about
that
next week, right? Yes.
On Friday, the 19th. The children that are there, it's about 140. The capacity is 200, so we can have about 60 individuals from the community come. But Saturday, it's all 200 spaces. So there is limited space, so you can register online. You can come down today. We're doing pre-registration from 3:30 to 5:30 at the Frank Callen Boys and Girls Club. So, you know, you can do that. But if we get to capacity, because we got a fire department coming, y'all.
Okay.
Got to be at capacity. So if we get there, then we'll do a waiting list, because this is ongoing.
Okay.
It's not just going to be this one time.
Okay, now, we have run out of time, but I do want to mention that Flau'jae Johnson is also going to be a part of this effort.
Yes, she is sponsoring the 3-on-3 basketball. It's one of our events. We've had it all, but she came on board and said she will sponsor, and she came through the Frank Allen Boys and Girls Club, and that's what I love so much about it, that she's sponsoring that event. It doesn't mean she's going to be there. I'm going to put that out there.
But she's sponsoring
But she's sponsoring. That means she's taking care of the equipment and the cash prizes.
All right, Janelle, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you for having me, Kim. So good to see you.
Good seeing you as well. Stay with us. We'll be right back.